So, Kamilla Cardoso has been in a really weird position with the Chicago Sky. Like, I'm going to be honest, she's been alright. That's the only way I can describe Cardoso, is that she has been a completely fine rookie. Like, she hasn't been brilliant. She hasn't been bad. I think she has been completely fine. She's been fine. I'm going to talk about it in this video. So before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 20.5k subscribers by the end of the day, and we've actually lost 10 subscribers in the last hour. To be fair, I did expect it with the video that I had posted right before I'm recording this, the Serena one. But it is what it is. If we could even just get those few subscribers back, that'd be greatly appreciated. Either way, so today we are going to talk about Cardoso, and it's just one of those weird things. I'll talk about in another video where, like, the fans of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are like, I will call them the crazies. Like, there's an entire thread about people giving out that Harrison, who balled out yesterday, was stealing rebounds from Angel Reese, and that she should be just letting Angel Reese get all of her rebounds, which is like the exact thing that people accuse Caitlin Clark fans of saying. People are like, oh, they want Caitlin Clark to take all the shots. And to be fair, the Caitlin crazies did. They did. And it's the same thing with Cardoso. Like, when Cardoso's on the floor, some people are complaining that she's taking rebounds from Angel. And when she's off the floor, people are complaining that she's off the floor. And they're also complaining that, well, the only reason she's off the floor is that the coach is trying to make sure Angel Reese gets her double-doubles. Which is, I'm not going to lie, I don't agree with that either. I don't agree with either of them. I think they're both completely wrong. I think both scenarios are completely wrong. What I think is happening is that I actually think that I don't know what the hell would happen if Elizabeth Williams is still healthy. I think Cardoso might be down to 12, 15 minutes a game if Elizabeth Williams is healthy. I'm not joking. Like, she's starting all the games. And the problem is, with the lineup of Cardoso and Reese, is that you have one shooter in Marina Mabry. Like, you can triple team that. You can triple down. You can double and triple down on Cardoso. And a lot of people talked to the plus minus yesterday, but she was just on the floor when New York got nuclear hot. She played pretty well. Like, she is so tough to guard. She doesn't probably have the motor yet to be like an actual like WNBA superstar, but her hands are so good. She's big. You can barely, when she catches the ball in position, it's going in every time. You can barely guard her in single coverage. She's good at hitting cutters. It's just, she's not on the right team. I said it. She's not on the right team. And people being like, oh, the Twin Towers lineup. The Twin Towers lineup doesn't even, struggles to beat bad teams. And it's not even about like Cardoso and Reese. They're just play styles don't necessarily fit together. Like, Angel Reese is better a lot of the time when Cardoso is off the floor. And Cardoso is also better a lot of the time when Angel Reese is off the floor. They're two players that are like, they could figure it out though. So I like, look, you don't trade either. You don't trade Cardoso. You just don't. You try getting to figure it out. Just like I jumped the gun with the Aaliyah Boston Caitlin Clark thing. I'm not jumping the gun here. Their play styles right now don't fit, but they can fix it. One of them needs to develop a jump shot, or even a passable mid-range shot, because it's too easy to collapse down on them. And I know they're going to get crazy offensive rebounding numbers. I know they're going to get crazy stats numbers, because a lot of the time, it's how many times this season have we seen Angel Reese miss Cardoso offensive rebound, Cardoso miss Reese offensive rebound, Reese miss Cardoso offensive rebound, someone else misses, and then it either goes in or somebody else, a defense player, gets the board. We've seen that so many times. We've seen them playing damn tennis to each other off the backboard at times. Like, when either of them get the ball inside, unless the other one is playing out of the high-low. So now you're looking, when Cardoso's on the floor, Angel Reese is not getting offensive rebounds because they're playing a 4-out 1-in. And they're now playing a 4-out 1-in, but whoever's guarding Angel Reese is dropping. They're dropping in and almost sending a double team while also watching for the cut. The problem is both these players need space, and there's no space. The best player with both of them right now is Izzy Harrison, because Harrison has a mid-range shot. She can sometimes hit the three. She's a good enough shooter that you have to respect her from outside 10 feet. Outside 4 feet, to be honest. And that's where the problem lies, is that you've got a 3-big rotation in Harrison, Cardoso, and Angel Reese. And over the last couple of games, the best of the three has been Izzy Harrison. So, like, that is where, like, that is the problem with it all, is that a lot of people are like, oh, you need a free Cardoso. I think it was a bad coaching decision not to play Cardoso in the Storm game. But the problem is that you basically have to make the choice down the stretch of winning a game a lot of the time of Cardoso or Reese. Like, that is a choice that has to be made. And look, for Teresa Weatherspoon, obviously, Angel Reese has earned the trust that even when she's playing bad, she's in there to end games. And look, you don't want to have your offense take a hit. You don't want to put in a lineup that'll allow your offense to be solely reliant on Breanna Mabrey chucking threes. Like, with the two of them on the floor, as great as Kennedy Carter is, when teams really tighten up at the end of games, it's a lot easier to guard Kennedy Carter by packing the paint than it is when it's a 4-out, 1-in. And the longer games go on, the less teams are going to guard. And Cardoso's not going to be able to play in the perimeter. So if you want Angel Reese to be at her most effective on offense, she's going to be double teamed every single time now. She's getting double teamed because you're able to double team her because now they're playing a 4-out, 1-in offense. So for the people that are wondering, they're like, why is Cardoso not really playing? It's that the choice is now from the coach at times, Cardoso or Reese, because they cannot end the game without Izzy Harrison on the floor. They genuinely can't. The way this team is equipped right now, they cannot end a game without Harrison on the floor, unless they just want to lose, unless they genuinely just want to go and lose the game. Like, they can start the games, whatever, with Cardoso and Reese, but as far as offense goes, it's very, very difficult to end the game with Cardoso and Reese. And this is a situation where it's like, I think Cardoso would have been unbelievable going to a different team. I think if Cardoso was right now on the Sparks, I think she'd be killing it. She would be absolutely killing it if she was on the Sparks. But at the same time, like, long term, there is a potential fit there. But right now, especially like 5 or 6 games ago, there might have been, like, the fit seemed better when the offense was this is the Fever's offense. It's not the Fever's, the Sky's offense. Give the ball to Kennedy Carter, let her go ISO and shoot a shot. If Kennedy Carter doesn't touch the ball going ISO, or like Allen or Dane Evans dribbles up the floor, you pass the ball to Breanna Mabrey. Breanna Mabrey shoots the first time she touches the ball. If Breanna Mabrey doesn't shoot, the ball goes into Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter dribbles in, and then most of the time she's going to shoot the ball. Or sometimes she'll dump it into a big if they help. 2 bigs pray. Bigs just go on offensive rebound. That's what your job is. Go on offensive rebound. Like, that is the Fever. They don't have an offense. They don't actually have any sort of offensive philosophy. It is point guard dribbles the ball down. Whichever guard they pick is probably going to shoot the ball. Bigs go get offensive boards. That was their philosophy for a while. They were playing 3-out, 2-in. And now they're playing more 4-out, 1-in to allow more space to be there for the post players. And again, the issue is that both in a 4-out, 1-in offense, both Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso need to be the 1-in. Both of them are pretty useless when they're not the 1-in. So it is now a situation where I think we're going to see Cardoso playing less and less minutes. Either that, or we're going to see Angel Reese playing less and less minutes. And look, Angel Reese has earned the trust of Teresa Weatherspoon. That's not happening. That's not happening. So I don't necessarily think Cardoso is going to have the greatest rookie year, but at the same time, she is huge. She's got good hands. She's going to be insanely good. But I think, again, it's going to need time to develop, and I think they'll figure it out. I think Reese and Cardoso are both good enough players right now, but I just don't think that tandem works, especially with the way the Chicago Sky are trying to play more recently. I just don't think the tandem works, especially against a team like New York or Seattle, where they just have their 2 bigs anyway.